Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are in Manresa, Spain. This is the Basketball Champions League, and we are getting ready for a big one, folks. The first game in the quarterfinal series between BAXI Manresa and Unicaja Malaga. And this will be a big game, an all-Spanish showdown between these two teams, and you better believe that the BAXI Manresa crowd is going to be loud as Pedro Martinez and his team looks to get the early lead in the series. They do not want to drop serve. Is that okay? Sorry, a little too loud? Did you say I'm too... So I'm okay? I don't need to do anything? Hello, good evening, and welcome to Manresa, Spain. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's the playoffs quarterfinals. It's game one between BAXI Manresa and Unicaja Malaga.
Basketball Champions League. Aquest BAXI Manresa, Unicaja Malaga. D'aquí una miqueta ja us anem desglossant tots els detalls d'aquest partit. Us expliquem que teniu una carpa, ja l'heu vista segur, a la sortida del pavelló perquè pugueu prendre alguna cosa a la mitja part o al final del partit. Recordeu que la bicicleta l'hem de dur amb tota l'estona.
Well, Pedro Martinez and BAXI Manresa have got this town, this city excited about basketball. They have been one of the leading teams in Spain and also in the Basketball Champions League. Perhaps nobody as popular as that man right there, Chima Moneke, with the type of season he's had, Elias Valtonen as well. It has been a sensational run. Sylvain Francisco, all smiles as Manresa try to stay on the road to Bilbao. They are hoping to dispense with their Spanish rivals tonight, Unicaja Malaga, who, well, they're going to be a tough nut to crack. Unicaja Malaga, of course, not flying quite as high in Spain, but nevertheless under Ivan Navarro, a team that really does have expectations of achieving something, and what better way than to come out and make a great run in the Basketball Champions League. So Dejan Kravic, now part of this Unicaja Malaga team, two-time winner, or in fact three-time winner of the Basketball Champions League with Virtus, and also winning twice with Hereda San Pablo Burgos. So setting it up nicely. You already see that Cluj-Napoca winning a tight win against MHP Riesa in Lewisburg, 76-73. Now we've got BAXI Manresa and Unicaja Malaga on game day one. Hapoel Una Holon and SIG Strasbourg will take place tomorrow, as well as Lenovo Tenerife and Tofaş Bursa. Well, that's the trophy that all of these teams are striving for, and year 6 of the Basketball Champions League. It is a beautiful piece of hardware, and it is growing in prestige year on year. Tenerife won it in year 1. Ike Athens won it in year 2. In year 3, it was Virtus Bologna, and then of course Hereda San Pablo Burgos winning it in years 4 and 5. So will it be another Spanish team, perhaps, to lift the trophy this season?
Okay,
let's listen to Ivan Navarro.
League, Manresa is in the upper part of the table. Unicaja is in the middle. What does that mean tonight? Is Manresa the favorite?
Yeah, definitely. They have clinched also the first place in their group in BCL. They have a great season in both competitions, and as you said, in domestic league we are out of the playoff spots right now, and we just be second on our group. So for sure they are favored. But the truth is that especially when you play playoff between two teams of the same country, sometimes can be surprises.
What do you have to do particularly well today to win?
Oh, for sure, match their energy, control their offensive rebound, and the game, the rhythm of the game. That's the key. For them, it's very important to control, to have a up tempo, run a lot, energy. Definitely, it's energy what they put on the court. In terms of be very aggressive on offensive rebound and run the lane and run the court consistently 40 minutes. So we need to be very focused on this. For sure we will make mistakes, but then we have to show a big mental strength, not to get frustrated for those easy buckets that for sure they will score during the game.
Okay, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Ivan Navarro did such a good job when he was at the helm of CB Murcia. His team here is Cameron Oliver, Jonathan Barredo, Dario Brizuela, Alberto Diaz, Dejan Kravic, Francis Alonso, Tim Abramidas, Matt Mooney, Ruben Guerrero, Yannick Inzosa, Carlos Suarez, and Axel Butel.
So, Coach Martinez, yeah, today is a Spanish duel. You both lost in the Endesa League. What kind of game do you expect today?
Yeah, for sure a tie game. We think that Unicaja Malaga has a great roster. They changed a lot of players during the season, and at this moment is a very good team. And we know that it's going to be very difficult for us, but we expect to play good basketball and with our supporters try to win the game. But for sure it's going to be a very tight game.
To what extent is the feeling in the BCL today different than usual because of the fact that it's against a Spanish team?
Yeah. We will prefer to play it against not team from ACB, but you know, this is a finalist at the end. It's a lucky situation, and now we have to be in front to Unicaja and try to play it in our best way and with respecting and to know that maybe it's a long series.
In the Endesa League, you are in the Yapa table. Are you the favorite team tonight?
I think HCB and BCL are different competitions. At the beginning of the season, for sure that we are not the favorite if we played against Unicaja. Unicaja has more money than us, and his history is better than our history in the last seasons. But I think both teams can win, and who plays better, I think will have more options to win.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you.
Well, Coach Martinez has Sylvain Francisco, Tony Naspler, Chima Moneke, Marcus Steinbergs, Rafa Martinez, Elias Valtonen, Ismael Bako, Juanpi Valet, Joe Thomason, Luke May, Danny Perez, and Yankuba Simo. There was some question marks about the presence of Francisco earlier today, but in fact he has passed his fitness test or whatever the holdup was and will take his rightful spot in the lineup. So it is it's an all-Spanish showdown. It's a game that perhaps for these two teams, for these two coaches anyway, it's not one that they want because they know there aren't going to be really any secrets. But at the end of the day, for the neutrals, for the fans, it's a nice Spanish derby, and it just adds that little bit of extra spice to the game. And we are expecting a very entertaining game, an up-and-down game, a real battle between two teams that have aspirations of going all the way. I mean, you got to take it one game at a time. But these players have championship-winning players in their teams for various other teams, and they're hoping to cut down the nets with BAXI Manresa in the Basketball Champions League. And certainly also for Unicaja Malaga, Navarro has really distinguished himself as quite an astute tactician, just like Pedro Martinez, who's actually won the Spanish League before when he was coaching at Valencia Basket. But this has been a game that you could see the Manresa fans have been getting ready for all, not just day long, but all week long. They have been excited about this basketball team this year, and just it's been quite the story in the Basketball Champions League, and fitting for the magnitude of this contest. We have a great refereeing crew tonight: Johan Rosso, Zafar Yilmaz, and Wojciech Liszka from France, Turkey, and Poland, respectively. Rosso in the middle, Liszka over to the right, and Zomaz on the left from Turkey. And remember, Unicaja started the season with Fotis Katsikaris, who's a really good tactician who's had success not just in Spain but in Europe before, and also at the helm of Greece's national team. But sometimes things just do not work and changes take place, and it's happened with Unicaja Malaga. So they've got Jonathan Barreiro, Dario Brizuela, Alberto Diaz, Tim Abramaitis, and Ruben Guerrero in the starting five. Remember, Abramaitis, the former Tenerife player who won it in year one. And there's Navarro, also coached to good effect at Andorra and also at Baskonia. Here he is now with Unicaja Malaga, making the rounds in Spain. And for BAXI Manresa, starting five consists of Sylvain Francisco, Chima Moneke, Juanpi Valet, Joe Thomason, and Danny Perez. Pedro Martinez is calling the shots. And I thought he spoke with candor at the beginning of this game. He was honest Ordinarily, Unicaja would be, on tradition, the favorites in this game. And even though Manresa have had a better season in the Spanish league, these are two different competitions, and you never, ever really know what you're going to get when you trade blows with rivals in Spain. BAXI Manresa, remember, still trying to really establish themselves in Europe, whereas Unicaja Malaga as a club, they have actually scaled the heights, winning European titles. But they have not won the Basketball Champions League, nor has this Manresa team. See Chimo Maneke there, number 11 for BAXI Manresa. You must watch the BCL Diaries piece on him, which you can find through the Basketball Champions League social media channels, Twitter. Go there and watch the video on him. Fantastic. Son of diplomats from Nigeria. Lived in various places around the world and ended up growing up, for the most part, I think, in Australia, but perhaps a player that was built to become a basketball player in Europe because he is used to traveling. And he's also a very, very good player. Quite possibly the best player in this Manresa team. What a season it's been, folks, in the Basketball Champions League, year number 6, and we are getting ready to start proceedings here in Manresa, Spain. The battle between BAXI Manresa and Unicaja Malaga, the opening game of their quarterfinal series, and we fully expect this to be a humdinger. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manresa, Spain. This is the Basketball Champions League. Quarterfinal game 1 between Manresa in the red and Unicaja Malaga in the white. And Unicaja coming right out and putting up a jumper. Manresa's Ballad gets the rebound and he runs, and that is what he does best. He is explosive. One of the more underrated players, I think, in European basketball. He is very lively. How about this guy? Maneke comes right out and lives up to the hype, hitting the long jump shot. Patel to the corner, and Abramidas missing from the right, and Baco, the Belgium international, rebounds it, and up to Valet, who races up ahead. And great hustle getting back on defense was Abramidas. There's Diaz. Gets it back, puts it up just behind the elbow, and flying in for one of many rebounds tonight, no doubt. Maneke gets it over to Thomason. This game will probably be played at 2 speeds, fast and faster. Both of these teams like to get out on the break. Baco hands it off to Perez, gets it back and throws it down. Baco with the jam. And there is no stopping him, and Abramitis appears to have also committed the foul, so potential three-point play here for Ishmael Baco, who's missed some time with a hand injury, but he's back in the lineup. And this crowd is already roaring here in Manresa. Converts the opportunity, so a quick 6-0 lead for the home team tonight. Abramitis gets to the baseline, throws it down, but a foul called on Baco. And Abramitis, of course, one of these players that you have to respect his jump shot. He is an excellent shooter, and of course, with that matchup there, he's going to go right past Baco. So he gets Baco to pick up his first foul. Sema has been logging a lot of minutes. Could make an early appearance tonight. Here's Abramitis. And, well, I built him up as a good jump shooter, but he throws up an air ball. Thomason. Looked like he might have stumbled there just a little bit as he was making his move. Now he's looking for some space. Guarded by Brizuela. And Brizuela, the Basque Mamba, commits the foul. Ooh, slips, gets it over to Moneke, who hangs in the air and puts it up and in. Well, that looked like it was going to be a turnover, but Paulette had his marbles about him and was able to get it over to his teammate. Brizuela misses it badly. Baco rebounds, and a worrying start tonight for Unicaja. Thomason puts it up from the elbow, and he is fouled by Brizuela. And it's one thing to say you shouldn't foul the jump shooter. That's a cardinal sin, but it's when you consider how well he shoots the basketball. Thomason, and then this was just an alert play by not only Valette but by Moneke.
We are not better at all in the game. We are just shooting free. We can attack, guys. Just because they press you, because they force you to get the ball here, doesn't mean that we can just shoot free. Be aggressive, go all the way, guys. It has been 3 minutes and we just shoot free. Come on. Vamos a jugar. 5 rounds, ¿vale? 5 and 4. Good entry here, please, okay? Don't get them on the half court. Hey, here, vamos. Buenos bloqueos, good screens, ¿vale? Good screen. Let's move. Hey, keep on running back, okay? When Moneke attack here, everybody collapse in the paint. Ahora chicos, venga,
Navarro's almost right, 80% right. He did have Diaz that attempted a shot inside the arc, but both Abramitis and Brizuela have each missed 2 threes. And meanwhile, this is Moneke causing problems already. And Baco with that dunk. Valette as well finding Moneke. So Moneke out of the gate quickly. And a player of his ilk, you don't want him to see get off to that fast start, but he's got 5 points. And Thomason, meanwhile, takes the lead up to 9-0. Now, you would think in a way the pressure would be on Manresa tonight, knowing that they need to protect that home court advantage. Sometimes the weight of expectations can be a burden, but tonight it has not been the case. It's been Unicaja that has had a pretty tepid start. Another jump shot missing, not attacking the basket. That was Butel. And now Thomason dribbles in, back outside. Perez for three. And you will also see, you will often see Manresa pass up potential shots in the paint for three-pointers. And Guerrero goes down and unsuccessful. And this time, the ball tapped out of bounds by DF, one of the players that has appeared for Spain's national team during the international windows. Now Dan Kravic checks into the game again. Also Oliver coming in for the first time tonight. So Cameron Oliver. See if he can give his team a lift. Entry pass to Maneke, quick turn, and Oliver knocks it out of Maneke's hands. And now DF knocks it and gets an opportunity on the break, but then Perez hustles back and knocks it out of bounds. Well, there are no shortage of good, lively guards in Spanish basketball. Look at that, Diaz, quickly. But then Perez hustles back on defense. Terrific energy. Guerrero gets it down low to Oliver. And Oliver now has it taken away by Maneke. And quickly up to Valet. And he throws it down with two hands. It's a 12-0 lead. Butel and has it taken away. And quickly again to Valet. And oh boy, they are out of the gates. Boy, they are running. And Valet with the 14-0 lead after that basket. Blistering start for Manresa. Butel and still not getting any shots, any drives, and Barrero fouled by Baco. So that was Butel trying to back his way down low, but Manresa were there swarming and were able to knock it away and go to the other end for 2 points. And the dunk from Valet was, wow. Again, I think probably one of the more underrated players, both in Spain and maybe, dare I say, the Basketball Champions League. He is tough. Diaz gets it over to Oliver. That's off. Misses everything. The ball saved in bounds. Look at Valet. Up ahead it goes to Maneke for two. And that is another jam. And the lead is growing. Oliver is bumped. So finally, a chance for Unicaja to get on the board. Look at this. It's not running and gunning. They are getting opportunities to break, and they are taking them. So finally, 4 minutes and 59 seconds into the game, and Unicaja have a point. And the second one is good as well. penetration and the foul, so Perez will go to the line. Luke May checks into the game as well. And Perez takes it up to an 18-2 lead. Oliver down low, tries to flush it. May was there, put him off the shot. Now Sylvain Francisco, who's checked in. And the three is good, and it's 21-2. Manresa lowering the boom here in this first quarter. Still got 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Boy, this is a beatdown. Luke May. It's good. The former Tar Heel drills it. Number 33. Kravitz spins, turns. This time the jump shot, mercifully for Unicaja, is not on target. Oliver. Now there's only one team in it right now, and it's wearing red. Again, another miss, and Francisco this time holds it up. Francisco drives in, Oliver swats it off the backboard. Now chance to run for Unicaja. Kravitz, oh boy. Mid-season acquisition, Sema throws it down, and you can see which of these two teams has been flying higher this season. Butel. And you never like to think that a team is going to suffer a first quarter knockout, but it is not looking promising at all for the team in white. Repeatedly getting beat on breaks. Fernandez checks into the game. There's Oliver. And Suarez, who's checked into the game, gets the rebound. He's fouled by Steinberg's on the box out. So Suarez makes the first. Former Estudiantes, Real Madrid player, now Unicaja. Been with Unicaja for a long time, in fact. And gets the second one to drop. Francisco. Been called up to France's national team with all of his success this season. Thomason, beautiful move, but off target. And again, Suarez with the rebound, gets it across midcourt. Gets a down low to Boutel on the block, and a little short. Francisco back the other way for Manresa. Here's May. And May goes in, tries a tough reverse. Good block from Oliver on Steinberg's attempt down low. Mooney in the game, number 31, trying to make an impact. Oliver puts up another one, and another one doesn't drop. Francisco. And the ball turned over. Alonso, or Mooney rather. And I think they want to see if there's anything niggling that went on there. Look at the replay. With 1.3 seconds remaining.
41-34 KNR, 41-34 Kilo November Romeo, Llums oberts, un Volkswagen blanc 0634 BYJ, Bravo Yankee Juliet, i un altre, un Peugeot gris.
So here's what they're looking at. Is this an unsportsmanlike after the turnover? No, surely not. Good hands by Steinbergs. First of all, to get the steal. Yeah, from that angle you could see where he did get his left hand. They might actually call it, and they do. They took that last angle. I didn't see it until that picture. And you can see he definitely reached out and grabbed him. And really, it has just been a monumental, catastrophic start to the game for Unicaja Malaga. And Steinbergs misses the first. They'll also get possession after this. I mean, the only thing is, not to say that Unicaja cannot come back and win this game. They can. Is it likely? Well, that is a pretty big deficit to have to overcome. But the good thing for them is it's a best-of-3 series and not a home and away aggregate. Anyway, the pass into Francisco, who gets it off in time. Can you believe it? What a play! Unbelievable! What a catch! And then what a shot from Francisco. And that just puts an exclamation mark on an absolute first quarter blowout for Manresa over Unicaja Malaga. Here it is again. Terrific catch. Then he puts it up. And of course, Francisco makes the shot. And I suppose they want to see if he got the shot off in time. So they will be looking. And I think he did. Or no, they want to see if it was a three-pointer. That's what it was. So it should be a 2. I think it's a 2. Here's another look. And you're not going to get it from that angle. You need to go to the other side. Nope, not that one. Okay, yeah, this will show. Oh, from that angle, it looks like he may have gotten a 3-pointer. Well, Zafir Yilmaz wasn't questioning it. He called it immediately. So did Pedro Martinez. So that foot, the right foot is out, and ooh, it's close. It looks like it's behind the arc, but yeah, they do. They call it a 3. That is about as dominating a first quarter as you will see as Manresa take a 29-4 lead over Unicaja Malaga. So Manresa, that's their third 3 of the game, and 0 for 9 inside the arc, 0 for 9 beyond the arc for Unicaja. They're just 4-4 at the line. They are shooting 0% from the floor. Remarkable. Here it is again. Yeah, that was the best angle there. That was clearly a 3-pointer. I think that was the shot that the referees needed to see from the very beginning. Well, here's a look back at the first quarter. And it really is astonishing. Even when Ballet is slipping, he's able to make a pass and get an assist. And you also saw Manresa come out and just get a lot of points in transition. So second quarter action underway. And a quick pass to Steinberg's, another bounce pass, and another flush from Moneke. Good job getting the basketball. Mooney before the turnover. Now Suarez. Suarez catches it, fades, and Thomason brings it up. 31-4. 27-point lead. You keep having to ask yourself, is that really the score? I mean, this is incredible. Francisco, that's a long 2. If it drops, it's an air ball, and Suarez has it. So that was Alonso missing. And look at the hustle. And good job. Here comes Oliver. And does not avoid Moneke. He tried to shift the ball to his left. So Cameron Oliver. Look at the hustle. Moneke was able to set up outside the keyway. So he got his feet set, and here he is, making another play. He makes plenty of them on both ends of the floor. Thomason, Steinberg's, and really, folks, they're making it look easy, aren't they? I mean, never in your wildest dreams could you have imagined BAXI Manresa getting on top of Unicaja Malaga like this so quickly. Butel from three-point range. Thomason the other way. Valtonen gets it over to Maneke, and he puts it up. And out of necessity, threw it off the backboard because he didn't have anything else he could do. Oliver again tries to go to his left, and I believe travel has been called. So traveling indeed was the call. So Perez and Valtonen, sorry, Perez comes back into the game. Perez turns and is fouled by Mooney. Well, this is what happens if your team is in a little bit of disarray, as Unicaja Malaga quite clearly are, and you come up against a team like Manresa that is playing like a well-oiled machine. Now they get the basketball back and quickly counter, and Valtonen goes up and gets the block, but he is called for a foul on Mooney. So Mooney bends the knees, and this is the only place where they've had some success tonight, and he is not on target. Great crowd in Manresa tonight, and it's a festive atmosphere. And I think while Manresa, here's Rafa Martinez, one of the true greats in Spanish basketball for the past, I'd say, 12 years. Has some championship winning years when he played at Valencia Basket. Rafa Martinez, great shooter. And now a foul called. Another one on Valtonen. Finland international Valtonen. So they're called for a charge, collision. Brizuela back in the game. His team getting absolutely mauled right now. Here he is. He can shoot. He can score, and he does not. Maneke rebounds the miss. They have not made a shot from the floor tonight. Unicaja Malaga. And Martinez, after the big build-up, misses from three-point range. But a foul called on Diaz. I mean, this is the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League, and Unicaja Malaga, to get this far, have had to beat some pretty good teams. They just have not been anywhere nearly as competitive tonight as you would expect. The ball goes out of bounds. Pass intended for Sima. And it looked like a pretty good pass, actually. Diaz down low, and finally the first field goal. It took 14 minutes, but Abramitis, 14 minutes on the dot. Abramitis finally scores from the floor for Unicaja Malaga. And Valtonen's pass intended for Sima goes out of bounds. You know, we're sitting here looking at this like it's a huge score, and I'm sure that has not escaped the attention of Pedro Martinez. But even so, he looks at it possession by possession. He wants to see execution. So if he doesn't see it, now a timeout, or excuse me, a foul called. You know, 5.5 minutes, it sounds crazy, but it's there's still plenty of time. And Moneke gets the rejection. Wow. I was going to say there's plenty of time to at least make this scoreline more respectable. Perez passes it outside to Moneke, steps behind the arc, and Sima bats it back out to Martinez. Midas raises his hand, says he committed the foul. So the dunks aren't going in, the layups, the jump shots, you name it, it's not falling for Unicaja tonight. Valtonen able to get it to Perez, who hands it off to Sima. Diaz now for Unicaja. Quick outlet. Brizuela cuts to the middle. Little runner. They bat it back outside. Here comes Abramitis. No, nice pump fake. And Abramitis gets it to drop. And a foul called as well. So not only did Sima leave his feet, but then he reached in and committed the foul, and a chance for a three-point play for Abramitis. So Pedro Martinez feels like he needs to call a timeout. This Manresa.
On defense. Defense. Oh yeah, see, he's pick and roll with four, and they pass easy to the four. Okay, see, vamos, venga. We're on defense. They got 9 points. Hey, coach, venga, consistent defense, one and one. Not a stupid foul. Okay, run back at defense. Okay, you think that the game is over? Puedo llegar, ¿vale? Venga, jugando pico fondo, que sea mejor, ¿vale? Depende de cómo esté.
Aggressive, we need to up the free throw line now. Play aggressive. If they don't call foul, they fall off the free throw line.
Venga, quick, Brizuela, okay? ¿Vale? Venga, if it's an effective screen with Brizuela to the left, okay? Help, okay? It has to be ready for that.
Well, taking issue with his players and pointedly saying, do you think this game is over? I.e., it's not over, even though you're up by this huge margin because of plays like this. But all Unicaja need is a run, and Pedro Martinez knows because he's played against this Unicaja club many times in his life, and any team in Spain really. And if they get the whiff of a good vibe, a good feeling, and they start to put a run together, things can change very quickly. So the three-point play makes it a 23-point lead now for BAXI Manresa. And Pedro Martinez hoping he would see some good execution on this trip down the floor. I think Danny Perez breathes a sigh of relief that that ball is deflected out of bounds. Here's Moneke. Quick pass to the corner. Here's Rafa Martinez. Feet set and a little bit short. Brizuela. Into the corner, Abramitis back outside. Brizuela gets to the middle, into the paint, now the elbow, and he gets his first shot from the floor. And the deficit now down to 21 points. You know, what is realistic for Unicaja Malaga to aim for to get to halftime, down 15. Here's Valtonen for three. Well, that's not going to help. Valtonen's three takes it back up to a 24-point advantage. Brizuela puts it on the deck. And good rebound, Valtonen. The Susayingi up ahead to goes to Moneke. Raucous crowd here in Manresa cheering on their team, watching them romp right now, but there's still work to be done. Sima bats it out. Abramitis hands it off to Diaz. Chance to break. He gets it back to Abramitis. Diaz steps back. It's a two if it goes. Sima. Moneke with the rebound. Boy, a great player like Moneke, a great rebounder. Now, Navarro and Abramitis are claiming that Moneke pulled on Abramitis' right shoulder to get this rebound. Watch this. You couldn't see it there. You could see Abramitis going down. Look at this one here. Okay, so that wasn't the same play. Ismail Bako back on the floor for Manresa after quite a while out, nursing injury. Moneke misses the first. Wow, he misses both. So here's an opportunity to get it down to a 20-point deficit. Dangerous pass. Abramitis over to Diaz, and he's hit a couple now. That three-pointer makes it a 19-point lead. Perez, his pass intended for Bako, and Unicaja Malaga got the hands out. There are the points registering, 36-17. Luke May has had a quiet game tonight. He checks in. There's Thomason. Speaking of quiet, he's been quiet. May over to Perez, down to the baseline, misses everything. Should be 36-17 right now for some reason, unless they've wiped out 3 points for Unicaja Malaga. I'm not sure why. Okay, now they've added it again, so I don't know what's going on. I'm getting confused here. Thomason. Perez. That'll perhaps ease the concerns in the crowd. They want to see this Manresa team put this Unicaja outfit away early. And Diaz called for an offensive foul, and that has to please you if you're Pedro Martinez, the way his team is hustling and playing defense. Although, to be fair, I don't understand that call at all. And that's Perez's three. You know, if you're Unicaja Malaga and you get to the point where you think this thing is just not going to turn your way, you'd rather just go ahead and get all the bad stuff out of your system tonight and come back ready to play game two. Francisco for three. 42-17. What a rampage. And Brizuela just can't get it going tonight. He misses in the lane. Now Thomason. Good D from Diaz. Into the corner, Rafa Martinez, good! There's that three-pointer we were talking about. 45-17. Manresa are rolling. Rafa Martinez, one of the best three-point shooters in Spain for really the past decade or more.
We cannot compromise. Take care now with the press. Okay? Jonathan vas por Francis. Vamos a cinco arriba, ¿vale? Jonathan. ¿Vale? Ian. Dean. Jonathan, in the screener. Now here, Francis, estamos aquí. Jonathan, no sales arriba, seguimos jugando, ¿de acuerdo? Vamos a buscar a Jonathan. Me ha cambiado a mí. Sí, no, estás tú por él. Sí, tú sigue. Venga, vamos chicos, vamos.
Well, they were able to get the deficit down to 19 points, but it's ballooned back up to 45-17 now. So it's 28-point advantage. 29.4 seconds remaining. There's Barreto hitting a three and fouled on the shot as well. So bizarrely, Unicaja going to get a 4-point play opportunity here late in the first half. So timeout.
Recortas, en vez de perseguir, le tocas. Joder, macho, no me jodas. I don't want to play pick and roll, because they are going to switch, okay? Then, okay? If they score or not, okay? Joe, okay? Because we are with a good defender. You are right, okay? Everybody open, move for the baseline, Open, and Joe one-on-one, okay? Rafa! Dito se male. Silvey, Isma for the baseline and the other open, okay? Vale, sí. Esperamos a que metan tiro libre. No.
Well, it's been a bad day at the office for Unicaja Malaga so far, or a bad night at the office. But they've got a chance to cut into the deficit a little bit more here to get it down to 24 points if Barreto can complete the 4-point play. And he does. He rattles it in. Now if Unicaja can get a steal and another basket, that would make Navarro even happier. What you don't want to do is give up another basket here to Manresa before halftime. Here's Thomason. He's tough. He's on the dribble. And he's fouled. Brizuela whistled for the foul, and
Cambia BAXI.
Looked like that was a foul there as he went past. So 2 seconds left. Thomason at the line. And scores his 3rd point of the night. They've shared the points around tonight. 5 for Perez, 9 for Francisco, 9 for Maneke. Brizuela gets it up in time and hits it off the backboard, but that is it. A very disappointing first half for Unicaja Malaga against a rampant BAXI Manresa, who lead it 47-21 at halftime. Well, it's just been a hard show offensively for Unicaja, as you can see. The only thing they've done well is make free throws, but in other respects, they've just been beaten in every way imaginable tonight. On the boards, defensively, turnovers, you name it. BAXI Manresa has been superior in game 1 of this quarterfinal. Well, they were out of the gates quickly tonight, BAXI Manresa, and they just looked better overall with their offensive execution, their passing, their movement. You know, you hit a couple of shots early on and everybody starts to feel it. They feel confident. That was a rare make from the floor. I think it was 14 minutes before Abramitis made the first field goal. Diaz again hitting a shot. He's got 2 jumpers that have fallen. Francisco hitting that shot. Of course, he hit that big one right at the end of the first quarter. Rafa Martinez getting in on the act. $15 points have been scored off turnovers for BAXI Manresa. 9 turnovers committed by Unicaja Malaga. It's 47-21. Abramitis, that was the first 2 points from the floor of the game. And it was by Abramitis, who has 5 points. He is his team's leading scorer, and that should tell you something. If you're leading him with 5 points, it's either a real balanced attack or you just have to score many points, and it's the latter. He also scored on that drive, and he made a free throw. Two players with 9 points, Sylvain Francisco. We're going to highlight his play tonight. 3 of 3 from deep. And he's also plus 15 in terms of plus minus. So the team has been a lot better when he's been on the court. That was sensational, that make right there. Chima Maneke also has 9 points for Manresa, who are on a roll, and that was the play that they reviewed to make sure that it was a 3, and indeed it was at the end of the first quarter. And then, of course, they hit it from this side, the 3-pointer. So at halftime, it's 47-21. BAXI Manresa on top of Unicaja Malaga in game one of their Basketball Champions League quarterfinal series. We'll be right back.
Ronaldo. Turning, twisting, passing to Sherbadini. Great D. He was smothered there, wasn't he? Courier, Taylor, Howard outside. Taylor will do it himself.
Good defense there. Come on, the loose ball. They got 3 seconds left. They got to get a shot up. To force up a circus shot. Yeah, one. Wow. Rashad Kelly tap out of the arena. I mean, look, Kelly's going nowhere right now. Throws up a one-legged circus shot. And he says, merci beaucoup, mon ami. He's going to go to the free throw line here for a 4-point play.
Mistinta for the time being. Almost setting up. Brilliant. Troy Selim-Sav, the alley-oop. Get some water from the bench. Look at this. Fabulous. What a setup. Caupain in towards. Fabulously. Troy Selim-Sav. Sav a bit of that.
Would be very welcome. The shot. Oh, wow. How did he do that? Looked like Phil Booth had done enough here. Look again. Incredible.
Kaiser now coming up with it. Now Smith in transition. Smith now hesitation, crossover. That's Kaiser. Throws it down. And this arena just erupts. Let me tell you one thing. Kaiser Airlines, it's only flying one direction. The crossover. And here comes the throwdown.
what a first half. You lead by 26 points. Did you expect such a start?
No, really, I really don't expect. Our first quarter was magnific. Rhythm, defense, rebounding, easy baskets, good percentage in 3 points. It was a dream how we played. But second quarter was more normal situation, and we have to be ready for the second half. That Unicaja is a very good team, and we have to respect them, and for sure that they are going to play better at this quarter. We have to be ready.
Thank you. Yeah, that was quite a tough first half for you. You're 26 points below. What needs to get better for the second half?
Start to play the game. We didn't start to play the game. We get shot because of the energy. We knew it, but we didn't react good, and we need to start to play.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams would have expected that type of first half, the way it unfolded. I mean, certainly Manresa, we've seen them come out and play strong, but we haven't seen Unicaja come out quite as flat as that and get punished. Manresa were ruthless for the majority of that half, certainly the first quarter. And maybe for a few minutes, they took their foot off the pedal in the second quarter, leading to a couple of timeouts from Pedro Martinez. But overall, they were just in dominant fashion, opening up a 47-21 lead, 9 points apiece for Sylvain Francisco and Chima Moneke. But everybody that has played for BAXI Manresa tonight has scored, and for Unicaja Malaga, they've made just 6 shots from the floor tonight, 6 of 33. Second half action is underway here in Manresa. Game 1 of the quarterfinals between BAXI Manresa and Unicaja Malaga, and Manresa winning 47-21. Alberto Diaz, and Moneke rebounds the miss. Thomason from deep, and picks right up where Manresa left off. Of course, he scored from the free throw line right at the end of the first half. He's got 7 points now. Barreto had a 4-point play late in the first half. And that's guarded by, wow, what a finish from Jonathan Barreto. There's 6 points for him now. Garcia, or excuse me, Perez right to the other end. He's been lively tonight. Unicaja, they've got to get stops and points. They can't trade baskets. Diaz slips, and it's been that kind of night. Perez stroking it from deep. He's had a good game tonight, Danny Perez. He's got 8 points, he's 2 of 3 from deep. He also has 6 assists. Thomason. Moneke. And the hustle ball saved in bounds to Diaz, who gets it up to Abramitis, who does a good job finishing on the break. Manresa quickly responding. Thomason. And quick release, you see that? And Kravich gets it to Abramitis. Diaz over to Kravich. Ends up taking a tough shot and makes it over Bako. Thomason. Pass inside to Valette. Bako picks up the ball and then he is fouled by Barrero. So they want to see if that was an unsportsmanlike. Was he playing the ball? I fear for him. They do call the unsportsmanlike on Barrero. He must have worried about that. When you get that much arm, you know it's a possibility. And Bako, to be fair, he definitely gave the look that he had been fouled in an unsportsmanlike way. So he goes to the line and makes the first. Free throws. So he's now got 4 points. It's a 30-point lead for BAXI Manresa. Perez misses. Diaz flies in, and the ball goes off of Valette. Abramitis brings it up against Moneke. And Perez reaches in. It commits the foul. And now Navarro appeals to the referee for an unsportsmanlike. Watch this. It was definitely a hand check. I don't think it was an unsportsmanlike. They called the foul. Bounce pass, a wonderful play. Now Diaz comes out of this game with a little bit of credit tonight. He's been okay. And that'll be an over and back. And well, Thomason appealing in vain. Watch this. In fact, it was guarded by Boutel. Got Boutel in the right corner. Here's Diaz over to Abramitis. And strong move at Abramitis, and he will go to the line. See Juan Fernandez over there on the bench. Not able to play tonight. They miss him. Now that also could be reviewed, you would think. They really hacked him. Abramitis heading towards double digits tonight. Not that that matters. Just means he's the only one that's scoring, really. He and Diaz. So 9 points for Abramitis. Quick pass down low. And Valet fouled from behind by Barreto. Fernandez was the one that was appealing. One of the leading players in this team not playing tonight. He was the one that was appealing for the unsportsmanlike, for the referees to go look at the video. There he is. And anytime you get beat this badly, you are not going to hold back, really. Certainly the case for Fernandez tonight. Bounce pass, Baco goes in for the jam, and he's fouled. And now they are teed up for complaining. And it just goes from bad to worse for Unicaja Malaga. Here's Baco. Yeah, he was definitely fouled by Kravic. So Thomason misses the technical free throw. We haven't seen Nzosa come in tonight. I think that was Igor Cherkovich who picked him to be the young player of the year. So Baco keeps the scoreboard ticking over. He goes out with Yankuba Sima checking into the game. 7 points for Ismail Baco. And it's good to see him getting back into the flow of things, having missed quite a bit of time out through injury. Diaz passes it back. Boutel. And Kravic, the Serbian, rebounds it over to the Frenchman, or excuse me, over to Barreto, the Spaniard. Here he is. Boy, that was a tough take for Barreto anyway, right at Valet. Nice finish for the young man. Perez tries to get the little wraparound pass to Sima.
BAXI Manresa Silver Francisco
Another look at the determined play by Barreto, who is coming out with some credit in this game now. He had that 4-point play at the end of the first half. Here's Francisco. A little long. Goes off of Simo. So 26 points, the difference with Unicaja and Manresa right now. And Unicaja running out of time. They've got to start making some inroads here if they have a chance of coming back, which obviously is highly unlikely, but you never say never. You got to play the full 40 minutes, and the pass intended for Diaz. Good defense, and here's Moneke on beautiful bounce pass, and the throw down from Siwa. Butel quickly into the paint. Kravic, little jump hook. Moneke gets it over to Thomason. The pace quickening again for Manresa. That's how they like it. Thomason, nobody picks him up, and fortunately for Unicaja, he misses. Here's Barreto. See if he tries to take Valet again. Valet seals his path on the baseline, and Barreto steps out of bounds. 25-year-old trying to find a way to the basket, and it just wasn't there. Thomason inbounds it to Francisco, and Manresa now with less than 14 minutes remaining, leading by 28 points. Thomason takes the bump and goes to the line. Brizuela whistled for the foul. Well, Manresa went 5-1 in Group B during the regular season, ahead of Hapoel Jerusalem and Pinar Karšiaka, both 3-3. And then, so that put them straight into the round of 16, where they went 4-2 and finished top of their Group J, ahead of Tofaş Bursa with Darüşşafaka and Treviso, Nutribullet Treviso, finishing 4th and 5th. And Kubasimo with the rebound. And oh dear, somebody's injured. And you better hope it's not bad. Who is it? Is it Francisco? Or Thomason? No, Francisco, who went up and, oh, I see, and he just kind of, it makes you wonder if he hurt himself on the tripod of the camera. It looked like he came down on it. He was backing up after the drive, and he hit the little advertising hoarding, and then he fell over, and it looked like he clattered into the tripod, the camera tripod. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him as he hit the ground. He was definitely writhing in a little bit of agony over there. It was an uncomfortable fall for him. And Brizuela shows some good sportsmanship. And Francisco, it must have been a painful fall because of the way he acted. It was not comfortable. He goes out with 9 points, 3 of 4 from three-point range. And I guess he'll probably come back into the game. Well, certainly it looked worse than it ended up being there, the way he stayed down. So that's a relief for everybody. Thomason over to Valtonen. And Valtonen shot a little long. So I think he must have landed awkwardly on his back, or he must have hit maybe part of the apparatus, the tripod with his back. I'm not sure. Three-point shot, and Mooney does not get it to drop. They save it in bounds. Brizuela ordinarily wouldn't hesitate to let that fly, but he did that time. Here he is now putting it up. And he has just not looked himself tonight. The Basque Mamba. Thomason. Guerrero rebounds it, hands it off to Mooney. Again, Brizuela over to Barredo, and it looks pretty good. It is. I remember there was a game last year when he played for Zaragoza when he hit 6 threes. He was perfect from deep. He's got some skills. 13 points for Barredo. Look at that. He's perfect tonight. Oh, boy, what a nice pass that was over to Valtonen. Perez having himself a game tonight. And you can see they really missed the play as well of Fernandez. He's a player that can break you down off the dribble and either score or get it to somebody who will. Mooney. So Mooney not pleased. So it's Navarro's taken up first player. So the good news is Francisco is going to come back into the game. So Francisco indeed is back into the game. So just 5 misses from the line for Manresa tonight. And you talk about Unicaja, they finished top of their group C, ahead of Dijon and Lavril Megabolt and Nizhny Novgorod in the group phase. And they went straight to the round of 16, where they finished second behind Cluj and ahead of Ostend. The three-pointer is good. And Luke May finally joining the three-point shooting party, the offensive explosion. And offensive foul turns it right back over to Manresa. So, in the end, Promete from Ukraine had to withdraw from the competition because of the sad situation taking place in Ukraine. And the steal and the basket is good from Alonso. So in any way, Unicaja finished second in that round of 16 group behind Cluj, and here they are. Finished second with a 2-2 record, and now the turnover gives it back over with 15.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and it is still pretty much one-way traffic. So Luke May stepped out of bounds is what the call was. And the drive and the basket is good from Oliver. And Baca did foul Oliver. So really with 27 points, the difference right now is just doesn't seem likely at all. There's a Barreto, another three at the end. He has got some quality. He definitely does. We have seen it tonight a few times. He can shoot it under pressure, and that three-pointer makes it 67-43. BAXI Manresa on top of Unicaja Malaga. Well, those three-pointers pretty much chalk them up for Unicaja to Barreto. They're 4 of 22 now. 10 of 20 for Manresa, though, from deep. That's quite a difference, isn't it? So here's a look back at the highlights, and again, going back to Jonathan Barreto, he is 3 of 3 from three-point range, and one of those ended up being a 4-point play. So he's got 16 points tonight, which is a season high for him. I'm sure he'd rather have a season high when it's a close game, but anyway, he can only do what he can do. This is him showing good control, backing his way down low and using the glass. And that was him using the window after taking the feed. Here he was again, doing a good job of going past Valette. So really, Barreto has been, without question, the best player. He's provided some impetus. And if you're Iban Navarro, you have to be thinking, we need to get this guy locked in from the very beginning of the game and help us. He doesn't have nearly as much as experience as Abramitis. Or Brizuela, for that matter, but he can certainly be a difference maker in this team. Oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? So Francisco cutting a different figure right now to the one that was on the ground by the basket just a few minutes ago. Playing a little bit of catch with Rafa Martinez. Here's Moneke. He goes right at Oliver. And he just takes him to the hoop. And that feature that we saw on the BCL Diaries with Chima Moneke, the way he talked, he believes he is the best player out there. He's going to take on anybody. He is not afraid. Barreto. First miss from deep. Alonso gets it, tries to get it over to Mooney. Some long looks over there on the bench of Unicaja right now, as they're 9 minutes away from bowing out of game one with a really ugly looking score, a difference in the score especially. Sylvain Francisco over to Rafa Martinez, it rims out. And now quickly up ahead, and Oliver. The alley-oop jam. The crowd here in Manresa even appreciated that play. Mr. Skywalker. Look at this again. Goodness me. He hits the runway and throws it down. 6 points for Oliver. Came off the bench tonight. Thomason, full meter behind the arc. It's good. Guerrero gives it to Oliver. So they called an offensive foul on Oliver there, pushing off. Thomason again doing a lot of the ball handling. Francisco steps into it. Another one for Sylvain. Sylvain makes it rain yet again. Oliver tried to force his way in there that time, trying to at least get to the line, but doesn't get his call, and Sylvain Francisco misses, but then Guerrero Kravich almost turned it over, but he gets it to Mooney. Now up ahead to Alonso. Moneke rebounds it, and back to Thomason. Now nearly 3 minutes into the final quarter. Thomason turns it over again, and almost an unsportsmanlike by Moneke. Mooney goes in, and Francisco fouls. Or is it Barreto? Barreto. It's Alonso who gets fouled, so he will go to the line. Pretty good defense by Francisco. Rebounds the miss, 75-46. And if there's anything you would anticipate about that second game, it is going to be completely different to this one. For starters, it's going to be a lot closer.
Segona, entran Alberto Díaz, Axel Botell, sustituint Moni i Barreiro a Unicaja.
There's Valtonen popping out for a three. Oliver. He's definitely got some potential. Hasn't really worked offensively for him tonight, except for that alley-oop jam. Now Thomason drifts in. Excellent work by Thomason. Quick pass. Oh, what a crazy shot that was by Kravich. Wow. That could get the award for the crazy shot of the night. Twisting, looking the other way. And Ivan Navarro is not a happy camper with this call. Look at Kravich here. This is a great shot. Goes up. I don't know where the rim is. I think it's over there, and puts it up and off the backboard. Can you practice taking that shot, flying towards the basket with a defender on you, not looking at the basket? That's the question. Sima. He's denied by Oliver. They stay with it. Francisco comes up. Takes it back out, has to launch it. Good help from the crowd there to let Francisco know there wasn't any time on the shot clock. There wasn't much time. And Alonso gets a little bit of love from the rim, bounces high off the rim in the backboard. 5 minutes remaining until the inevitable conclusion of a Game 1 victory for Manresa. Diaz bumped out of bounds by Francisco. So Luke May comes in for Chima Moneke. Clearly a fan favorite. Kravich again, passes back outside. Diaz for three. Well, they'll try to make that scoreline look a little more respectable. But for anybody that watched this knows it has been decisive, even more decisive than the 24 points. Here's May. Valette can't control it. I thought Valette was a player that really helped Manresa, helped put them on the road to a decisive win tonight. He played very well, a lot of energy in that first quarter. Well, it was just a little bit out of control, and Mateo was able to get it back, but then he missed again. There he is, hustling back down the court, and it goes off Thomason's hands. One thing you have to say about these Manresa fans is they are in this. They are cheering on their team every single possession, even with the result pretty much decided. I mean, they are going hard. Timeout.
Want to get the ball. Want to get the ball. 5 rounds. Want to get the ball. If we don't get it, screen your own man and open up here. And let's try to play the things. There. 5. Here. End of. Boom. Cameron. Here. Pass. Now, you follow. There, and you come here. Okay? This guy. This wing. Please full speed here to clear out this space. ¿Vale? ¿De acuerdo? Venga, seguimos, chicos. Hay que seguir. Vamos. Vamos aquí.
That's the quarter-by-quarter scoring, and you can see that's about as close as you get to a first-quarter knockout. 29-4. BAXI Manresa on top. And it's just been an uphill battle really from the start for Unicaja Malaga. This was one of the rare moments tonight where they've been able to celebrate a made jump shot. We got Cologne taking on SIG Strasbourg tomorrow in game 1 of their quarterfinal, and Lenovo Tenerife taking on Tofas Bursa. Cluj beat Louisburg tonight to take a 1-0 lead in that series. The remaining club has been consistently one of the best teams in this competition this season. They have been a remarkable story. Here is Oliver, and the move was there, but the finish was not. Thomason over to Sema, and Manresa trying to put the finishing touches on the blowout win. Baulet. They're not going to get to 100 though. Francisco, meanwhile, with the shot clock winding down, does not hit the rim. Manresa scored 22 of their 77 points off Unicaja Malaga turnovers tonight. The jump shot from Boutel. Quiet night for him. Manresa's bench has provided more points. Now Thomason called for palming.
Entra abajo per Yankova Sema.
Here's the bounce pass stolen from Vowlet. This is where he's really good. Runs well for a big guy. And then May goes in with Diaz trying to draw a charge to no avail. Boutel, and well, he's finally starting to make some shots here. It's going to be too little too late. But again, making that scoreline look a little more respectable. These two teams are going to get it on again 1 week from tonight in Malaga. And again, you can look for a much better performance from Unicaja. At least I would. Kravic, meanwhile, gets in, and believe it or not, it's an 18-point deficit for Unicaja. If needed, game 3 will be played, but that has yet to be scheduled. Can't give you a date on that one. But it would be the following week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. There's Barreto. He's got some positives he can draw from tonight. Luke May back outside to Francisco. And the air ball falls right to Baco, and then he follows it up and puts it up and in. There's Boutel spinning. And I don't know why he's waited this late to get his shots to fall to show. Here is BAXI Manresa will have everybody playing tonight with Tony Naspler checking into the game for the first time, and the crowd roars for him just like they've been roaring for everybody else tonight. And they like his ball handling, don't they? And Valet give the assist to Naspler on that one. Just 18 years of age. He's got a lot of promise. Handles it well for somebody that's 1.97 meters in height at 6 feet 6 inches. Oliver. And Valet, look at him rebound and run. I just wonder where Valet, if you had the quickest point guards in the Basketball Champions League dribbling from one end of the court to the other after a rebound, and how he would fare against him, because he is deceptively quick. I mean, he really does move quickly up the floor. So technical foul called, adding to the misery tonight. Oh no, they're saying unsportsmanlike. Excuse me. Watch this again. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty easy call for the referee. They didn't even need to look at it. And the ball thrown out of bounds. So Boutel, who, well, he looks like he's putting in a good, nice work. He's got 8 points, 3 rebounds. He had the unsportsmanlike foul. And this will be the last inbounds play. Mooney brings it up the court. They run one more offense. It's going to be Boutel who steps up and misses, and that is that. As Rafa Martinez gets the rebound, Iban Navarro shakes the hands of familiar adversary, Pedro Martinez. BAXI Manresa off and running in the quarterfinals. A most decisive victory tonight. They led in this game by 31 points, and they end up cruising, settling for an 86-63 victory over Unicaja Malaga here in Manresa. Manresa lead it 1-0 in the quarterfinals. And as you digest the numbers, you can see how much this crowd loves their team. I mean, they're not going anywhere. they want to see the ring of honor, or the lap of honor. Just total domination there, stats-wise. Again, I'll let you digest that. But there is definitely a love affair for the fans of BAXI Manresa and the players, and it's all about synergy, isn't it? It's about working together. And there's Moneke. Look at that. Don't tell me that doesn't make a difference to both the fans and the players. The connection is incredibly strong. The vibe is very good. And the fans, they want to, look at this. And this is where it really gets good. They literally get into the crowd and celebrate with the fans. And the only thing that you hope for if you're Pedro Martinez is that one of your big fellas doesn't miss a step. Brilliant. This should be mandatory in all games, at all arenas. The players should get up there and connect with the fans. They are setting an incredible example. I think Chima Moneke could run for mayor right now in Manresa, and he would be elected. And Ismail Bako could be his Minister of Sports, Minister of Education and Sport. Okay, so everybody, including Nasper, got in tonight. The 18-year-old. Doesn't seem possible he's 18. He's a big guy, isn't he? Let's go down to the court. You see Bako. Well, he delivered some remarks. I'm pretty sure we're going to see those in a second. So game 2 will be played next week, Tuesday in Malaga. Here's a look back at some of the highlights. This is a great shot. Look at that. Wasn't even looking at the basket. It's like a trick shot. There's Diaz, one of his jumpers tonight. Diaz finished with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He was the highest rated player efficiency-wise. And that was the celebration after getting the assist for Naspler. So Thomason finished with 16 points to lead the scoring for Manresa, 12 for Francisco, 11 for Maneke, 9 apiece for Bako and Danny Perez, 7 for Luke May, 9 for Wampi Valet. It was everybody on board tonight for BAXI Manresa.
Yeah.
So
how
let's listen to Joe
important was
Thomason.
it for you and the fans to win against the Spanish rival today?
It was ultra important to win, you know. It's a 3-game series. I'm happy with the way we played, but we just did what we were supposed to do. We took care of home court advantage, and, you know, we still got to go there to finish the job. So today was great. The effort and the energy was through the roof. It was electric in the building today. You know, it was a dream, honestly, playing in front of the crowd, playing in front of these fans. Put together a great game plan, but the job isn't done yet.
Especially in the first quarter, your defense was very good, very aggressive. Malaga couldn't score in the first 5 minutes. Was that a key factor for today's win, your defense?
Yes, honestly, we coming off a bad loss in the ACB, so, you know, we was a little bit frustrated with the way we defended last game. So this game was ultra important to lock in with the defensive plan that our coaches put together for us. They put together a great strategy, and we just tried to follow and play with a lot of energy and effort and execute. That's what we did.
In addition, you had a run of 16-0. Did you expect such a start?
Of course I expect it. I mean, with this team, anything is possible. We proved that the whole season. You know, we're a resilient bunch. We ultra competitive, and I mean, I didn't know it was going to be 16-0, but I don't put anything past this team. Nothing surprised me at this moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomason does not lack for confidence. And why should he, the way they played tonight? And what about Chima Maneke? Maybe we'll hear from him tonight. I'm not exactly sure. Thomason, who just gave that interview.
Do I need this too?
Okay.
Okay, we do get Chima Moneke.
Yeah, the beginning of the game seemed very easy for you. Do you think you can also start like this next week?
No, I don't think it was easy. I think we just came in with the right mentality. We played hard, and we used the fans to our advantage. And next week is not going to be the same game. It's never the same game, no matter who you play. And we're excited for that challenge.
After the halftime, Malaga came back stronger, won the third and the last quarter. What did they change?
I mean, when you get up to a big lead, it's hard to stay as focused as, the first half, but they're still basketball players at the end of the day. Just because the first half went one way doesn't mean the other half will go the other way. Yeah.
Despite the victory, what else do you need to improve next week? Are there any points of criticism?
Yeah, there's always points of criticism. I think we could have rebounded better, a little bit better in the second half. We had some unnecessary turnovers, carrying, double dribble, half-court violation, things like that. But, to win a game like this against a team like that, it's always nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So those were the words of Chima Moneke, who, again, thrilled the crowd. I would like to know, what exactly is he thinking about when he gets up into that crowd? Is he looking for somebody, or is he just wanting to join the party? I think that's probably it. But I bet he has some interesting thoughts on how things are going by getting up in the crowd and celebrating with those fans. So 86-63, BAXI Manresa win it over Unicaja. Game 1 here in the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League. Next week, these two teams will get it on again in Malaga. So again, we'll have a look at some of the best plays from the second half. And it's actually a tough one to pick out because there are so many good ones throughout the game for BAXI Manresa. Thomason was not the main attraction in the first half, but he sure was in the second, although Sylvain Francisco was able to hit another three. That was a dazzling shot. To be fair with Unicaja Malaga, for a team that got blown out tonight, they did have some good plays, and that was one of them. So is the twisting back to the basket shot. Good to see Naspler get there on one of the best plays. Makes the pass to Vowlet, and Thomason holding his baby, and the happy family getting it done. Going to be like dad one day, dribbling the basketball and going to the basket. You got to love that. So again, Cluj Napoca winning 76-73 over MHP Riesen Lewisburg tonight, so they have a 1-0 lead. That game, or that series, will shift to Germany next week. We've got this game that's just finished. Hapoel Una Holon and Lenovo Tenerife will tomorrow be at home to SIG Strasbourg and Tofaş Bursa, respectively. So it has certainly been a day of interesting talking points. I don't think anybody saw such a decisive win coming tonight for BAXI Manresa, but as Chima Moneke says, every game is different. I would expect next week's clash to be a little bit closer. 86-63, BAXI Manresa win it. They throw down the gauntlet. Is this a sign perhaps that BAXI Manresa are Final Four bound? Are they even potentially the team to beat in this competition? They certainly look like it for long spells tonight. And it's back to the drawing board for Ivan Navarro and Unicaja Malaga. Thanks for watching, everybody.
not happy to talk, but you can ask for it. Yeah. So that was quite a tough start into the game tonight. What was the main problem?